When Donald Trump lowered corporate tax rates in the United States, Canada's business community called on the Trudeau government to match that cut to prevent Canadian jobs and investment from going south. Today, the government responded.
Finance Minister Bill Morneau announced a suite of new tax changes that will allow businesses to write off the cost of investments in new equipment. Those changes go into effect immediately and will lower the effective tax rate businesses pay from 17% to 13.8%. The government says that is significantly lower than the U.S. and will be the lowest overall rate in the G7. But there's a cost. Lower tax revenue, along with a handful of new spending measures, means there will be no balanced budget by next year, as Prime Minister Justin Trudeau had promised on the election trail back in 2015. In fact, its deficits, as far as the eye can see from the Trudeau Liberals, it will be just over $18 billion in the red this year and just under $20 billion next year, with no target date for a balanced budget. The Liberals, though, are betting voters will not care about that broken promise on deficits because the economy is booming. The unemployment rate is the lowest in 40 years. Wages are growing at an annual rate of around 3%, and that's on track to be the best in a decade. And business profits, too, are also near decade highs.
Our plan is working because Canadians are working. Our definition of a strong economy is one that provides real results for people. That means jobs, Mr. Speaker. Good, well-paying, middle-class jobs.
Some things not in this fiscal update: no changes to personal income taxes, no changes to the GST, no changes to any personal tax credits, and no changes to the Trudeau government's plan to introduce a carbon tax on January the 1st. David Akin, Global News, Ottawa.